Good morning. Hey, were you waiting for me? I'm really sorry. Well, I'm not really sorry. A little bit. I have the most amazing pickers ever, and one of my pickers showed up and had a fabulous couple of pieces of furniture and an amazing chair, and they're in the lobby right now. I had to have them. So they're not on aisle 1, they're right straight in the middle of the store. So if you want to see something really fresh off the truck, they're up there right now. Good morning. I'm Diane Pruitt. I was trying to clean up quick like when my picker showed up, so I still have a plethora of materials right here, and although I had something else planned for today, I just want to do one more thing. Just one more. You game for it? So this is the jar from yesterday with the oak leaves and acorns molds from Iron Orchid Designs and a beautiful piece of decoupage paper. I sanded it back just a little bit. This is from Decoupage Central. These are in stock. And then this piece right here, to cover the rim. This is the rush that I pulled off the seats when I was doing the red table and chairs, and I saved it because I love the way it looks wrapped around the top of the jar. I'm going to put one more piece to fill in that gap right there, so I'll start right here. The trick to this is, it's kind of hard right now. The trick to this is to soak it so it's pliable. It will glue on while it's wet, and then I just run it on that rim, and if I have to, tape it in place, and then the whole top of this jar will have the same visual effect as the rest. I love this mold set. I love that full moon. Mel and I were looking at this because I have another container on the front counter, and it was done with the leaves and acorns from another mold set, and we love this one better. Much more realistic, many more. Lisa, good morning. Brenna, I see you. Thanks for being here, y'all. Thank you for waiting for me. Because you know, when he pulls up and he has fabulous things, I have to get them. I have to. It's an obligation. Completely obligated. No two ways about it, right? Let me scooch some things out of the way. Because yesterday I played. Well, I didn't play. I did work, but this is the work I did yesterday so that I could get some of these things finished and off the workbench, because I had a completely different idea. That is not what I got to. Now, my little crown from yesterday, I'm gonna be honest, I'm unimpressed. Let me show you. I'm unimpressed with my own work. It's cute, but it's not round enough. And it might look good. I might need to just finish it, but I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'll have to figure something out here. And maybe I'm just not done with it and I don't know. So I'll set it. This is where it should go. This is where it should go. And maybe I just need to drape some more molds down so I can connect the dots here. This is actually big enough for a tea light. Maybe I have an idea. I'll set it to the side though, because are you that way when you start working on something and it doesn't come out exactly the way you vision it? You just sort of go, meh, we'll get back to it. I do that a lot. I do. I've got some great paint colors here to work with today. I have my stain out. I did work some more on the rose bouquet buffet yesterday afternoon. That's what I was finishing working on, and that's gonna need some extra time. But remember this giant jar? The one we painted in true gray, and it's just sitting here waiting for its life? Well, look what we have left over. We might as well use it, right? And what better to use it with than, let me get out my run of molds right here. Dun, dun, dun. Hello, pumpkin. This will look great with this, won't it? On this. Let's do this. I'm going to turn the camera down, just like that, so you can see all the materials that I'm working with. Let's tip it so you don't see the entire mess. Not the entire mess, just some of it. And let's get started. So the first thing, let's get this decoupage paper on. I set my water right here so I didn't tump it over. Got some brushes going in there. Just a fold along that edge. I like that tattered, frayed look. And when you dampen the rice paper, just dampen that fold with your paintbrush, it just tears perfectly. It's got to be damp. If you do it dry, you'll tear it in places where you didn't intend. Get it good and damp, tink, 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 just like that. And then just pull that white edge off. If there's any left, it's okay. I can tamp over it with a little bit of glaze, just like I did the other one, and that just comes off. There's still a little bit of white. That's okay. We can compensate for that. But I am going to fold over this teeny edge here. There's got to be a cut line when they're printing, so there's got to be a white edge. Not a big deal. Just fold it over, get you a nice sharp edge. Dampen it. There we go. And we'll just pull that edge off too. This smallish edge doesn't come off all at one time. That's okay. Just pull it off in pieces. Pieces are good. Here we go. And we'll do the other side too. Have you looked at any of the Decoupage Central decoupage papers for fall yet? We have them in stock. We have the Christmas in stock as well. There we go. So if you haven't looked at them, take a look. They're beautiful and available. So if you are crafting for the fall winter, go ahead and get the things done. Someone's zinging my phone. Have you had crazy AT&T service yesterday and today? We are experiencing insane outage, just like stupid outage. In the house, the phone doesn't work. Walk outside, go half block down, phone works. They had a power outage. And I'm not going to slam AT&T, although I really want to. But I'm not going to. They are doing it to themselves. Karma always gets folks in trouble. Isn't that a beautiful piece? Now, not all of it's going to fit on that jar, which is tragic because we have the crows right here. I could lift it a little bit. There we go. I could take a little bit of this dark side off. And I'm not going to take it off literally until after it's on the jar. So we'll get that. Let's see who's messaging. Oh, it's Joanne. Crafters rejoice. They're having a sale. And that's pretty exciting. That is, do you love a sale? We have a sale this week on Flamingo, 10% off when you buy the Felicity mold set. And if you have your studio bag, you can save 20%. So do that. If you don't have a studio bag, get one. Just get one. It's good. Good morning, Becky. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. All right, because of the height, let's see. I don't want to lose any of the crow either. So we're going to take this one straight up into these rings. So let's get a bigger brush and our Rethunk Gunk. This is a decoupage medium product from Rethunk Junk Paint by Laura. It is what we use when we are decoupaging because it is the only decoupage product that we need. We do not need one for one thing and one for another. We have one, it does the job. It is food safe. It does seal its own work, so once you're done decoupaging on, you can seal it or you can leave it. It is non-toxic. It is water-based. It is all the things that we love about doing decoupage. You like how I sing, don't you? All right, let's see. I'm going to set this upside down. I do not have to use a heat gun to set this. I am, however, going to mist my paper. I like the way this works better. I'm going to tip it right side up so I can do this straight and get it right where I want it. So we will put our crow front and center, and now it'll be easier to roll it around the jar. And because of the nature of the scene, wrinkles are okay, but I don't want them, so I'm going to smooth it best I can. I'm going to spritz it again, because as I come around this top edge, I don't want to lose these crazy looking crows. Who else is looking forward to hearing the crows in the cornfield besides me? Good morning. If you're just joining, thank you for being here. I appreciate seeing you. There we go. I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to heat it just a little bit to lay down any of the wrinkles that I might have up here at the top. It'll help dry it and it'll lay it down. There we go. There we go. Quick and easy. I can feel the glass getting hot, so I know my paper is drying. I'll tuck that edge down at the bottom so I didn't lose it after all. I really like that I didn't lose it because I didn't want to. And now my top side will go on nicely. I can tink this over inside just like that. That way I don't lose any of the paper. I hate little scraps of paper because I always want to keep them and use them. I'm positive there's something else I need it for, even if I don't. Got a little bit more decoupage medium Rethunk Gunk on my brush, so I'm just going to brush this in. And then I'll brush this around right here one more time since it's laying down so well, and just make sure that there are no air bubbles under the paper. I might poke a hole. Let me find my little, this tool, this little piece of wire has been so handy this week for so many different things. I'm gonna poke a hole. I shredded a hole, that's not what I intended, but at least it let the air out. It will be just fine. Perfection is not my forte. It's really not. So that is really pretty. Oh, I love it. Now we've got this little ugly blank spot back here. We've got the whole thing looking good except for that. So let's do something about it. This is where the molds come in. You excited about that? I am. Let's tink that out of the way, and let's take this. I almost feel like this is going to be way too big, so I'm going to need a couple of these. And I'm okay with it being in clay. I could cast this in resin. I could, but I'm going to go ahead and go with clay again today. I'm in a clay kind of mood this week. Good morning, Sharon. So, if I haven't told you enough times, I'll tell you one more time. We are going to be working on these Friday evening, tomorrow evening from 5-ish to 7:30. We're gonna do a family-friendly, family fun night studio session. We are going to make the most out of summer, even though we're working on fall. And I haven't worked on Christmas yet. Haven't even gotten there yet. Don't think that I haven't thought about it. But come on over to the studio, RSVP if you will. Come grab a jar, a seat, and let's paint therapy our way through Friday evening. Kid-friendly ages 10 and up, but please don't drop the kids off and leave. Because it is a family fun night, you know, you should stay. You should stay. There we go. And I have just the tea lights to drop down in here. I'm very excited about that. I have some brand new wax melts from Mystic Hollow Designs. I also have a fabulous new candle. Candles are expensive. Ooh, we've got company in the house. Good morning. I don't know if somebody can hear me. Shoo, it's all right. I'm probably gonna lose this little tab right here, but I'll put this in the fridge. Let me say good morning one more time. I don't mean to yell in your ear. Hey, come on in.
Where'd you put your doors?
We have some around on the next aisle, straight back. Yes, ma'am, next aisle over. You are welcome. All right, I'm going to put all of the clay into the mold castings, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge, and I'll tell you why. These little tails right here, they need to be stiffened up a little bit, and in order to do that, I'm going to put it in the fridge so it chills and hardens. That way when I get ready to demold, it will come out just right. And we won't break them. Hopefully, we won't break them. And I'm probably going to use all of this clay, and that's just fine. I like these little containers for the clay. And this week I have just loved having my hands in the clay. Saturday morning, we will go again from 10 until 12. And it's on the website. If you don't find it or you're not sure, just give me a call or send me a message, either one. I will be here until 6 o'clock today. If you're not local, I won't be able to send a kit of this. But if you have your molds and you have your clay and you have a jar, the only thing you'll need is the Decoupage Central decoupage papers. So order those online and I'll ship those out to you real quick. Those can go media mail, so it's very inexpensive to ship decoupage papers. Order more than one to make it worth your shipping. And we will get those out to you immediately so you can start your fall crafting. You know what? Labor Day is going to be here before we know it. School starts back here in like a week and a half, y'all. Public schools do. We have a little bit more time to play. Just a little, though. All right, these are going to go in the fridge. Then they're going to go on here. We will probably also utilize our oak leaves and acorns to go with this because we'll need something fabulous. I might even pull out the fabulous Mr. Fox and add him to this scene because we will need a beautiful scene to complete this upcycled mason jar. This is a ball. I don't mean that it's a particular brand, but it's just like drinking a Pepsi around here. It doesn't matter what flavor you're drinking. It's all a Pepsi. There we go. You can do this. Save the world. One glass jar or plastic container at a time. Don't waste them. Use them. Use the beautiful and amazing products that we have from Rethunk Junk Paint by Laura, Iron Orchid Designs, Salt Wash, and Decoupage Central, and recreate what these can actually be, because you can go from this, you can go from this to this in just a few simple, easy steps. These will make great teacher gifts for back to school, which is happening soon. Y'all come see me. I'm here at Two Girls Treasure in Florence, South Carolina. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm Diane Pruitt. We're in the studio in Florence, South Carolina. Have a blessed and wonderful afternoon, and take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We do need to look out for each other. You are your brother or sister's keeper. And I will look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow morning. We're going to kick out a little project. Just one more little since we used today for littles. And we'll get ready for next week's tutorials too. Take care, y'all. I'll see you right back here soon. Bye now.